All right, last night, the president asked Congress to produce a bill that generates at least $1.5 trillion of infrastructure spending. Senator John Kennedy, Republican from Louisiana, is with us. He's on the Senate Budget Committee. Sir, Mr. Senator, I believe you're very concerned about debt and all this extra spending, sir.
Well, it certainly plays into it. I mean, I thought the president's speech last night was good, well delivered. He does well on television. He has a lot of experience. He was trying to strike a balance between reassuring his base, talking about our accomplishments, and establishing some comity, some harmony with our Democratic friends. One of the things he talked about, with respect to which we share common ground, Stuart, is infrastructure. The president wants $1.5 trillion on our roads and bridges in America. I mean, we all know some of our roads are axle-breaking insults to this century. Of course, the issue is how do we pay for it? Now, I'm not real keen on the idea of just borrowing another $1.5 trillion. And I'm looking forward to the president talking about his plan. One measure that his Secretary of Treasury agreed to yesterday in committee, I asked Secretary Mnuchin point blank. I said, would you be willing to dedicate the tax revenues from the foreign profits that will be repatriated to the United States under our tax cut bill to infrastructure? I have talked to him about this before. He has been unenthusiastic. Yesterday, he said he thought it was a terrific idea. How much would that be? Maybe a couple $100 billion. That doesn't get us to $1.5 trillion, but it is a start. And
well, he dismissed it.
It's going to be a challenge, I can tell you.
You might not have seen it, Senator, but he dismissed that just moments ago on this program. He was our guest at the very top of the hour.
Well, I'm disappointed because I thought I had turned Secretary Mnuchin around. I asked him point blank in committee yesterday, and he said it was, I think his words, he thought it was a terrific idea. Obviously, he's rethought his position. I will wait to hear the details. I think the infrastructure is important. I thank the president for talking about it. But I want him to be mindful of the fact, as I know he is, that we have $20 trillion worth of debt and climbing.
You were in the chamber last night. What do you make of the Democrat response? I mean, they looked angry, silent, sat on their hands. Your response to their response?
There was some antipathy toward the president, that's for sure. But the president got a number of standing ovations from the Democrats when he talked about lowering the cost of prescription drugs, when he talked about infrastructure, when he talked about the men and women that keep America safe. That was his way of reaching out to all Americans, but particularly the Democrats. And they responded. Now, some didn't, but many did. Okay. Joe Manchin, for example. Joe stood up and applauded a number of times, which I appreciated.
Okay, Mr. Senator, thanks for joining us this morning. Big day. We appreciate you.